ISOM number 3, the longest issue Rippaverse has put out with 144 pages, I believe. And to be honest, I'm glad that they're slimming down on the page count because that was quite the long read. And in my opinion, this is the best ISOM book out of the ill-advised arc, hands down. So we eventually get back on track with the Darren storyline, but in between that we learn more about how Avery got his powers, which by the way, Avery still has not unlocked his full potential, and it's a very unique take on how he got his powers. And I'll give you a hint, it relates to the cross. Now folks like Avery are called peakers, which is believed to be a myth, and that's all I'll say since I'll try to keep this non-spoilery. One of the many things I really enjoy about this book is the issue that Avery is having with his inner self. Because of how it is that he has his powers, he can't just go around doing horrible things or doing things for the bad reasons. And again, it has to do with the way his powers work. Now in this issue, we do see Avery's parents as well, which I will say I am still a bit pissed that someone spoiled something important regarding his family. And if you haven't read these books, then I hope nobody spoils this twist for you, unless you read The Great War of Separation number 2. Talking about twists, there is the biggest twist I might have seen regarding a character towards the end of the issue. Now this is a twist that came out of left field completely, and it involves someone that I at least didn't expect to turn out to be an accept. The other thing I really enjoyed is seeing Darren Fontano, just be a freaking psychopath. The dude is an ice cold bastard who will kill if he doesn't get his way. Darren is pretty much soulless. Also, the man is a businessman and he becomes very interested in buying an oil refinery. Now, I love these new substances, or whatever they are that they created in this universe, like terrasenogen, or in this case, Mitrox. I think that's how you pronounce it. These are things that were created, and this is something that I can't wait for the Rippaverse to dive into more. More lore is another great thing about this book, especially regarding the J. Sully Ward. Now, for sure, it's not the same location as the one located in Gyro number 1. I personally believe there's some weird sadistic stuff that's happening behind these walls. And here, this is where we meet the Accepts, Lepredo, and Max. Now, who they are and what they do? Well, you have to get the books, or just get the definitive ISOM version, which I do recommend that, and because this is the one that has the updated colors and the art. Now, yes, there were a couple of things that did stand out. The first one was that Bloodruth and Sam did not try to go back for Avery. Now, I understand that Sam is in a weakened state, and I'm sure that he believes ISOM is capable of taking, care of these beasts, but Bloodruth still has a dragon. And I get it, it's not like if Bloodruth has an emotional attachment to ISOM, but still felt a bit weird that she left them there when she has a dragon and wolves, which one of them did stay with him, so I'll give her that. Another is when Darren asks for the item that he asked his, his guys, the Mitrox. It's not really an issue, but I did wonder, did his accept retrieve that item from the J. Sully Ward? Is that why he was there in the first place? I'm not sure. I really enjoyed this final issue. Overall, this is a great ending to the ill-advised arc, with my favorite part being the ending scene where Avery meets face to face with someone he should have met up with a long time ago. You got plenty of action, which in my opinion, they're the best action sequences of the 3 books. You got the emotional part at the end. For 144 pages, it's paced very well, and I gotta say that Cliff has improved with his art, and you can tell that Kanan has been a great addition to the Rippaverse. Of course, Sebastian Cheng with his colors, man, it looks fantastic. And Eric, you did a great job, man, finishing this off, and you really did not waste any panels here, and you made the most of it. And the whole thing with the beast in the caves, I'm sure that's going to lead up to something huge, and I'm looking forward to seeing if this is what Valadin and Takari were referencing at the end of ISOM 1. Something to think about. But do let me know, guys and gals, did you read the ill-advised arc? What did you think of it? Was the 3rd issue the best for you as well? Put it out down in the comment section. Do not forget to like and subscribe. I do thank you very much if you stayed till the very end. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, y'all.